So maybe a more difficult question, right? So
All right.
why did you lose then, right? So you had the momentum, you had the PN machinery behind you, and you know the TikTok machinery, and
Mhm.
you are also a young candidate, pretty good looking as well. So how how did you lose by a whisker, but a loss nonetheless? Yeah.
Okay, yes. I lost by 1,582. So 63,000 voters turned out on that day and voted, and that is about 79% of total voters were eligible. So lost by 1,005, meaning it's a 2% loss. It's a 2% loss. But like you said,
Right.
nevertheless, it's still a loss. So from the results that I tally, younger people really voted for Perikatan Nasional and myself, alhamdulillah.
Mm.
Middle age Malays especially. Eh, okay, I didn't do so well. I didn't do so well on the people who are 50 years old and above,
I see.
60 years old. So I struggle a bit because that is always a Barisan Nasional hotspot, that category of people.
Right.
So Barisan Nasional took a big chunk of that. But my biggest reason is because Perikatan Nasional couldn't penetrate the non-Malay market at all. And in my constituency, I have about 27% of Chinese and about 5 to 6% of Indian. So especially in Chinese areas, that is where my big defeats came about, because when we're
Right.
telling, so the Chinese areas where we suffered the most, and
Right.
and 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 when I win when I win polling districts, I win by 500, 700, by 1,000, by 800. But when my opponent won on the Chinese polling districts, he won by 2,000, 1,005, 1,007. So
Right.
the margin is bigger there. So hence why. Second reason is because 79% turnout is good. It's not great. It's good. I would love if the turnout was more.
Mm.
And when we check, a lot of Malays didn't turn out to vote compared to the Chinese and Indians.
Mm.
The Chinese and Indian, percentage-wise, of course not
Right.
numbers-wise,
Right.
they came out more and stuff like that. And predominantly these are Pakatan Harapan voters, and my strong core are among the Malays. So when the Malays, when there's a large percentage of Malays who didn't turn out on that day, so I knew that a lot of my voters didn't come out. So that is
Right.
also one reason. But the main one is we have to be more attractive to the non-Malays. And
Right.
thirdly, just a short one.
Sure.
I contested in Balik Pulau. So Balik Pulau is in
Yeah.
Penang. So Penang is under Pakatan Harapan
Right.
administration since 2008. And when I contested parliamentary level, the state election, the DUN is still ongoing. So the state government is still functioning. Therefore, they have local councillors, they have all the ketua kampung, and everyone else who are still in the job and who are also helping the PH candidate, because it's a government party kind of
So
thing.
the machinery was there.
The machinery, it's not just the chalon against chalon,
Right.
it's also chalon against the chalon and the
The
state.
party. Right.
And the state as well.
And the
So
state. Right.
it is an uphill battle. And Bersatu being a new party, and Perikatan Nasional a new party in Penang, of course our machinery is not the same as
Right.
Pakatan Harapan and Barisan Nasional, because they have been around in the business for a very long time.
Right.
But nevertheless, putting everything into perspective, losing by 1,500 is something to be proud of. And the most importantly, we know where it went wrong, and we know what to improve on, and we are not far away from getting the seat.
Right. So YB, let's say you are appealing to the Indians and Chinese, because you didn't need a lot, right? You just needed 2% maybe swing from Chinese and Indians for you to win, right?
Mhm.
And let's say you were personally appealing to them. They like you, but they have an issue with PAS. Can you still win in Balik Pulau?
All right. The thing is this. The thing here is this. A good example, if a Chinese candidate holding the Perikatan Nasional flag in other areas, for example, in Bayan Baru, just next to Balik Pulau, a Chinese candidate holding the Perikatan Nasional flag. Even that guy didn't get Chinese support. What I'm trying to say is the support is not to the calon. It's to the party that you're holding.
To the party, right.
It's to the party that you're holding. So I might be young, I might be fresh, I might not be racist, I'm progressive,
Right.
but I am from Perikatan Nasional. But then a good point, because sometimes when I walk around, when I walk about during my campaign, stuff like that, when I pass through Chinese traders, they'll just ask me one question: is PAS part of your coalition? I said yes. So when I said yes, I knew that there was a problem with that,
Right.
because there was that specific question: is PAS part of your coalition? So I got that a lot in market and stuff like that.
Right. So basically, you lost maybe because of the banner, right? Instead of the candidate itself. So if you had contested under Pakatan Harapan, you have won for sure, right? So
Correct.
what